So first of all, this is the warm-up question, which involves our sum and difference formulas. And we've got to combine two things together and see what identity this actually forms. So I've written formulas down here. So at this point, you should probably pause the video and actually try this activity, and then play again in a second, and we'll talk through the answers. So for the first one here, we've got sine of the first one, cosine of the second one, plus cosine of the first one, sine of the second one. So that's this one dealt with. Then we have to add on to that this one here. So this would be sine of the first one, cosine of the second one, minus cosine of the first one, sine of the second one. Now we've got to see what actually happens here. Well, I can see I've got cosine A sine B and negative cosine A sine B. So those two terms will actually cancel. I notice these are like terms as well. So actually my answer for this one is 2 sine A cosine B. Let's try the second one. So I got cosines. This one is cosine of the first one, cosine of the second one. Different sign for this one though. So sine of the first one, sine of the second one. Moving on to this second expression, what we have is cosine of the first one, cosine of the second one, and then opposite sign again for this, so negative sine of the first one, the sine of the second one. And then we should be able to do something similar from before, so sine AB, sine B, that's going to cancel with the negative term. These two are like terms, so when I add them together, I end up with 2 of these, so 2 cosine A, cosine B. And then for our last one, this expression we can just copy down because we've already used this a second ago actually. So we don't need to rework that. And the only difference here is this says subtract here, so actually I'm going to put subtract whatever we had here a second ago as well. And then this time actually the first and the third term cancels. And then I have sine AB sine B minus sine A sine B, which cancels and gives me 0, which is not what I was looking for.